Welcome to Talk to the Future, where the future of sales isn't predicted, it's built. Each episode features real conversations with the operators, marketers, and innovators driving what's next. From AI and automation to the strategies that are converting right now. No fluff, just what's working.
All right, this is Mr. Bigley here, live from LeadsCon. I'm here with Fred from Reworked AI. Fred, tell us a little bit about Reworked AI and what brings you to LeadsCon.
First of all, thank you for having me on. This is a real pleasure and an honor to be here with you. It's also a pleasure.
I'm excited to have you here too.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here at LeadsCon. It's really humping today. There's a lot of people, really good energy.
I didn't know that much about your company, but hearing about it, it's honestly really unbelievable.
So what we're doing is we're going beyond leads, right? I love leads just as much as the next person, but it's 1% of the marketplace. What we're going to is demand, which is the other 99%. So if I'm a homeowner and I'm realizing that my roof is failing and I'm going to a website, looking to find a roofer, looking to find how much does it cost to replace my roof, I have just become a lead, which will be commoditized by any number of the people that are here. Well, what about the homeowner who's going about their daily life, going to school, picking up their kids from school, going to work? They've owned the home for 7 years. They haven't thought about their roof since they bought the home.
You know what I think about my roof?
Never.
No, I think about my roof when water starts dripping in. When
Exactly.
I start hearing drip, 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 drip.
And that's
drip.
too late, because a $25,000 roof repair or roof replacement now turns into $45,000 because you've got underlayment, structural, insulation, drywall, carpet. Your home is a mess now, right? So what we're doing in collaboration with EagleView,
I think it cost me more than that.
I was being generous, right? I was assuming you had a modest home. But our collaboration partner, EagleView, flies 125 planes all over the country, 365 days a year. We're finding the bad roof. And we're also finding the great homeowner. Who has the financial capacity to talk about a roof? Who has the responsibility matrix to be open to the conversation? Because nobody likes talking about roofs.
What's a great homeowner to you?
What's a great homeowner to me? A homeowner that has been in the home 3, 4, 5 years, has a credit score somewhere north of 650, has a family composition that has a partner, 1 or 2 kids, has a dog, has a cat, drives 2 cars, maybe an electric, because they've got the financial capability to either finance or pay for it, and they're responsible.
So are you actually checking the credit score? Are you doing a soft credit pull as well with these profiles?
So that's the.
I want to hear that. What's the whole package? Give me the whole product.
That's the great homeowner, right? There's 50 data points that we're looking to get on every homeowner. We don't always get 50. We want to know age, income range, credit score range, marital status, family composition, what type of cars they drive, how long they've owned the home, how long they've been in the home, what's the potential equity in the home, what else do they own? Do they own a plane, car, boat, other properties, rental properties? Then we start looking at things like, what subscriptions do they have? Do they get Chewy delivered to their house once a month for their dog? You know,
why do you care if they have a dog?
Because it looks at responsibility, right? So the more things they have in their home, the more inclined they are to be a protector of their home, right? Versus a single guy who owns a home who is a bit more of a risk taker. And he's okay thinking, you know, I'm going to push the envelope a little bit on my roof. It's all right. I don't need it right now. Versus a family composition, a family unit says, I'm a protector. I want to protect my home, my loved ones, and everything that's here. I don't want the water to be coming through the ceiling on Thanksgiving morning. I don't want the water to be coming through the ceiling when I'm hosting a Super Bowl party. I understand that getting in front and the role that a roof plays in the enjoyment and protection of my home. So yes, I won't get excited about a roof replacement.
So you know the profile. You
Yes.
know this is what I'm looking for. These are the people who are actually going to go and
Yes.
buy. And then, okay, so I know you have your 50 points.
So that's a great homeowner. Now we want to find the bad roof. Because
All right.
that doesn't mean anything if the roof's perfect.
Yeah, no one's going to show up for a roof if they don't have to.
No one's going to pay for a roof. You know, would they upgrade their kitchen? Yes. But a roof is something that's only done when it's needed to be done. Even if you want to upgrade, you're not going to upgrade unless it's failing. So EagleView is capturing images from 6,000 feet and using computer vision to understand the type of roof and the condition of the roof. That's a new roof. That's a roof that's midlife, right? There's nothing to sell there. We sell that to rejuvenators who want to put their product on the roof to extend life. This roof is failing. It is showing obvious signs of discoloration, streaking, moss growth, water pooling, curling, tabs, shingles missing, out of line. It's failing. The homeowner may or may not even know that that's going on above their head because they
Probably don't know.
Yeah, no, they don't, because they park in their garage or they park outside. They're on their phone. They're walking in. They look at their windows. They're siding. They're not looking at the roof until, as you said, it comes through the ceiling. Our customers then reach out to them and say, "Dear Mrs. Johnson, our images, our records, our foreman saw your roof and that it's failing. We would like to do a free roof inspection and walk you through your options. My roof is failing."
Are you selling that to roofing companies
Yes.
around the country?
Around the country.
Is that your model?
That's the model. We launched.
How much does it cost for one of those leads? Let's say I want one of those leads to have my AI call it. What's that cost?
$1.79.
$1.79 for that lead? How do you have the legal justification to call within TCPA?
You don't. That's up to the customers.
So you're selling that lead for $1.79. People are using mailers or something along those lines.
We can append phone numbers and emails and satellite image of the home and soon the video image. We can provide that to our customers. It's up to them to make sure they remain compliant.
Are you providing things where they can be targeted on social media as well?
Yes. We've got an affiliation partner, El Toro, that can do an IP match of the home and the homeowner. Because we're using homeowner data, they get a high hit rate. They can now insert advertising content to any screen in that home.
Really? What are you finding is the most successful advertising medium that people are using to target these homeowners that you've
A
identified?
two-touch direct mailer, because you're educating. You're having to bring that customer up to speed. A text or a phone call doesn't work. You need to have a piece of paper that's got the homeowner's name on it, their address, not current resident. It doesn't say, "I'm a roofer." It says, "Dear Mr. Johnson, your roof is failing." There's a picture of the home, and it talks about
Picture of the roof? Do you have a picture of the roof right on there?
Picture of the roof right on it. So it's very specific. They can put in there. Do you know it could
That'd get my attention.
it could cost as little as $22,000 to replace your roof, but it's very specific. So the homeowner is resonating with it. On our direct mail campaigns with their roofing customers, they're seeing 3, 5, 8% appointment rates and 60% conversion rates because you're getting to that customer before they're even in the market. It's that for those of us old enough, you pull into a parking lot and someone pulls up behind you, rolls down the window and says, "Hey, buddy, I wanted to let you know your right rear tire is low." Now, we all know now we get the tire monitor, but back in the day, you didn't. So you felt gratitude to that person. Wow, thank you for letting me know. Now you can go avoid losing a tire. This is the same type of approach. You're reaching out to the homeowner, not to be spammy, but to tell them, "Hey, man, you got a problem."
Are people using door knockers on this too?
They'll follow up with door knockers or door hangers, right? They'll do text campaigns. They'll do call campaigns after the letter hits. Now that homeowner is seeing the logo.
The problem is, and unfortunately I know a little bit about this, you can't actually reach out and call. Now, you could probably send an email, but you can't actually call that homeowner.
I agree.
I guess if you're using a human to do it in the U.S., you could do one call.
But
right?
it's not scalable.
But on the second call, it's a CPA violation.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? So you can't actually send a text or do a call. That's why I was asking, how do you take that data and convert it? What are you seeing the most success with?
A lot of our smaller customers, right, that are buying 500 opportunities or 1,000 opportunities, they're doing the two-touch mailer, and then they're calling, right? They're not using an auto dialer. They're just getting the number and being like, and calling and leaving a voicemail. "Hey, this is Joe. I own Acme Roofing. We sent you a mailer. I just wanted to follow up to see if you had any questions. Feel free to give me a call back." It doesn't violate any rules. It's coming from his personal mobile phone.
Yeah, one call is allowed.
One call, right?
One
and
call.
it's just okay. And it's not spammy. It's just, I'm following up to let you know you have a problem. And it's working because they're getting the voicemail or they're seeing
one
the
call
email.
per year.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's that simple, right? So there's no wrong way to do it, but we're seeing the most success with a direct mailer because you're able to educate and inform that customer that they have something going on that they need to pay attention to.
What's this other company you were talking about that can put a screen, that can put my ad on any screen in the house, that we can identify a particular home and just advertise directly to that home? That sounds amazing.
So I had no idea that this technology exists, although I should have, because I was in the market for a car 4 months ago. And so, you're doing the regular thing. You're typing online, looking And when I'm watching a sports event or anything on a streaming service, I kept getting these local, super local, kitschy car advertisements, right? And then I'm talking to El Toro, who's a pioneer in this IP matching. And they're explaining to me how the technology works. They get the name and the address, they match the IP, and they're able to insert the geocode that house. Any screen that's in there, picking up that Wi-Fi from that internet, they can now insert content on any platform that's there, and they know that because it's there, they're able to insert it. I don't know how they do it.
This is called El Toro?
El Toro.
All right, I got to check this out.
They've been around for 12 years. They've got patents on this stuff. And you know what? I would say, I was talking to the owners and the team there. I said, how much does this cost? Is this really expensive? And it's actually no more expensive than doing a direct mail campaign. They'll run a campaign for 1,000 homes for 3 months. It's about $1,000 a month to get the content.
Bad at all.
It's not bad at all.
That's not bad. If I know they need a new roof and a roof's a $30,000 project on average,
it's cheap as chips, right? So you buy the opportunities from us, whether you do a mailer or not. You hit it up with a multi-touch campaign, and then that homeowner's like, "Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I've got the mailer. I should maybe I'll go look at my roof, or I'll give them a call, right?" And boom, Bob's your uncle. You've got a sale in place.
That's fantastic. What do you see next with technology coming? What are you guys doing next?
So next we're going to HVAC.
Okay.
Right? Another fairly non-discretionary.
How the hell can you tell if their HVAC system has problems?
Well, it's not as easy as the roof, right? Because the roof we can see.
Yeah.
But between permitting, electricity usage. So if I look at a block of homes that are all fairly homogeneous, they're all 3,200 square feet. The family members are all about the same. They've got 4.2 people living there. And I look at the electricity usage of that home is 35% above the other homes. What's going on? What's driving that?
Oh, the AC is just running all day.
The AC is running all the time. Maybe they need insulation. Maybe they need windows. Maybe their AC unit needs a freon charge. Maybe it's just dying, right? Because it's running all the time. That's a demand trigger.
Let me know how it goes. So we got to wrap this up here. Anything else that you want to add? And can you tell the people where to reach you?
So it's rework.ai. My name's Fred. I'm one of the co-founders. And you can check us out online. You can book a call to learn more about your individual circumstances. And you can go online and do everything I'm talking about without signing up, without any commitment. You could just create an account. It doesn't cost anything. You can look at the different geographic areas to see what opportunities are out there. So thank you.
Fred, thank you so much. Mildly creepy, but I think it's pretty amazing. I really do. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks, Tom.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in to Talk to the Future, where the future of sales isn't predicted, it's built. If you got value from this episode, make sure to subscribe, share it with your team, and stay connected for more conversations with the people driving what's next. Because what's working tomorrow is already being built today.